So here we get, in chapter 5, Utterson comes to see Jekyll, and we get a description of his laboratory, his cabinet, and the idea here really reflects that scientific revolution, or that scientific investigation. But what's ironic is that Jekyll, who was so cocky and positive the first time we met him, is now transformed. He's completely changed, and we see that perhaps science isn't just a force of progress. That here it's actually turned out to be a force of evil and going backwards. So this used to be a surgeon's house, these rooms, but Jekyll was more interested in chemical than anatomical, than body parts, and so he changed the use of it. But the description of the quarters are interesting. They're dingy and windowless, so they you can't see into them. They hide things again, and they're empty, lonely, and silent. Before, there used to be tons of students here learning about surgery. Now it's empty. And you get this sense of loneliness, again a Gothic sense of creepy, solitary investigation. There's something wrong here. And as we enter, as we get closer and closer into this room called a cabinet, we come across, again, 3 windows barred with iron. Keep out. There's a preventing us from seeing in. There's hidden concealment, lying. And in there, further, there's fog, and it began to, what's described as fog, and it's began to lie thickly. I think there's a pun there about wherein the fog conceals, and it lies, it rests thickly. It's very difficult to see the truth. Difficult to see what it is, and the lies that, in fact, Jekyll is saying. Now, we get a Jekyll that's completely changed. He's really close up to the fire, almost afraid. He looks sick. He doesn't even rise. He's preoccupied, stressed. His blood isn't moving, and his voice has changed. And we'll see that change that continues to happen throughout the book. I swear to God, I will never set eyes on him again. I bind my honor to you. I tie myself to you. I tie to you. Is he saying what will be, or is he saying what he hopes will be? Hopes, I don't have to look at this guy again. Please, Utterson. He's almost pleading to him. Underneath that meaning, I bind my honor to you, is almost a desire he has to be pulled out of this addiction to the darkness. He says it's at an end. He does not want my help. You do not know him as I do, which is true. You don't know Hyde as I do, but you don't know me as much as you think you do. He is safe. He is quite safe. Mark my words. He will never more be heard of. That repetition points to some lie and concealment. He is safe. He is quite safe. I hear in Jekyll's voice a sense of worry and fear and terror. And I think part of the strength, really, of this novel is how much Stevenson doesn't let you see. He just shows us the after effects of being in... we haven't seen Jekyll turn into Hyde yet. We see that at the end of the book. Right now what we see is Jekyll's response, his fear, his terror. And we think with Utterson, is he frightened because he's heard of the murder and he knows what his friend, this person he was protecting, Hyde, was doing. And Utterson perhaps thinks it's true that he was blackmailing or threatening Jekyll himself. What we don't know, what we can't learn until the end of the book, is actually these are the same people. And that this person of Hyde is becoming out of control. He's taking control of Jekyll. He's harming him. So this chapter really shows us Jekyll changing, responding to the murders, and really being frightened of the power of this evil force.